Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Higgs coming at you. Here we go. Midday money. We got a little bowl action today. We got some college basketball. 97 games on tap today. I don't know. Quite a few to choose from. So we'll get to those in a minute. As always, in the comment section, I loaded up, again, Midday Money now with Believe. You can find it on all your favorite podcast channels. And you know it's Saturday, Taylor Ham Day. We'll get to those who watch on live screen, you see the little Taylor Ham shirt. It's Taylor Ham, baby. And yeah, I'm just loading up some stuff in the comment section here. So we got the Be Live links, and I also put a link in. Again, bowl season, 97 college basketball games. Listen, number one in NFL, number one in college hoops. Bowls last year, I don't know, not too bad. 16-8 last season, 67%. That'll make some money. The link there, $39 for a week. Not that I always hype my stuff. We give out a lot of free content. I give out a lot of free content in the chat. It is what it is. Like, subscribe, ring the bell here. Notification bell's on. Whatever. Again, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Mr. Sean Higgs. But now we're all over. Amazon Music, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeartRadio. It's all over the joint. If you're on Twitter, I just tweeted out all of the free picks. So you're a little bit ahead of the game. You're a little ahead of the game here in the video. But let's get to everything, right? I'm trying again with the new channels we're on. I want to kind of lay out a little form of how to do things. So we're going to start with the recap here. All right, from yesterday, we go 2-2 in the video with a college basketball. Again, these are also the premium plays. Tough one there with Georgetown, 10.5, lose by 12. Well, that's 2-2. What are we going to do? College football, we did drop our total. That was not even close. Bad play by me. What are we going to do there? Today's picks. All right, we'll hop into today's picks. And again, these are just real fast for those watching or listening on replay, so you know where they are, because they're not going to come and listen to all the live picks as we go. But here we go. So college basketball, 58-50 in the chat, plus 185. And we're going to roll them right in. They're scrolling, and they are posted as well. So Towson minus 5.5. Houston under 114.5. NC Central plus 6. Tulane minus 5. Stephen F. Austin plus the 6 in college basketball. In bowl action, so I do have Louisville early here in my bowl games. So that's underway. Early start. Fenway Wasabi Bowl. I got Louisville minus 110 on the opener there. So we'll see. I'll just need a win. Also, I think I have a -1 as well. But there is that. And my other free picks here, just so we have them. 50-33 college football. Not too bad in video. Plus 15-45. We do have the under in the Florida-Oregon State game. And Southern Miss minus 6.5. I thought about throwing out the under there as well. I did not do that. Just the two. So we got a lot of college basketball. And we got some NFL coming up here. 39-35 in the video. Not the best considering on the season we are 98-56, 64%. Totals today because I got some sides posted on the site. And again, number one in the NFL money here. Picks and parlays, winning free picks, all the sites I'm on. And totals. You got 3 totals today. I am 69% of my totals, 25-11 on the year. Yeah, people are going to say that's crappy. Sure. College basketball, 171-142 on the season, plus 15-26 is about 54-55%. People might say it's not good. We'll talk about those people in a second. But NFL video picks today. Under Colts 47.5, Browns over 38.5, Bills under 43.5. All these games that I just listed, maybe the totals and sides here for these games could move. Again, I load these up about an hour ago. I tried to go through all the games to get updated lines. And these, I also try to use games that I have on the site. Now, I have a 3-pack of games on the site, but I have 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. I got 14 college basketball games I bet today. And here they are. So There is that. There's that. All right. So the we'll get into the little quick rant of the day, and we'll see how that goes. See if people enjoy my little rant. It's going to start with the Taylor ham. So I got the Taylor ham shirt on. It's Taylor ham, baby. Now, as a Jersey guy, you got Taylor ham, you got pork roll down south. It's always Taylor ham. I don't want to hear about it's a name brand. It's Taylor ham. It's Taylor ham. And I don't like salt, pepper, ketchup in my Taylor ham. Just give me Taylor ham and cheese. It's just that simple. My second rant we're going to talk about will lead us into some just real quick college basketball. We'll talk about some lines that have moved. So I've been in this racket a long time. 17 years on sites, selling picks, videos, podcasts, blogs, radio, blog talk radio used to, whatever, forums, all types of crap. And, through the years, you see people, and I even see it now, like, oh, we're going to come back later in the day with plays. Check back. Now, this is like degenerate behavior, right? You're not putting a game out. I put my games out the night before in college basketball, college football, NFL, a week ahead of time. And it kind of goes into what we say on look ahead lines, right? Like we do look ahead lines on a Sunday night. The lines come out on the Wednesday before. If you don't have $10, whatever your bet is, 5, 25, 100, 300, 5,000. If you don't have that locked in your pocket as a little ammo, some bullets to fire away, folks, I joke about it, like, stop with the betting. You need like minimum 10 times your bankroll. Whatever your average bet is, have 10 times that in the coffers. If you're reloading, I want to see how this game does before I bet the next game. No. And that comes to, are you having fun or are you making money? You're just having fun. You're hoping you'll win early to bet later in the day. I get it. I remember back in the day, put an if bet. Oh, bet the 1 o'clock game. This comes in, going to roll something on this. I get it. That was when you're young, dumb, don't have any bankroll management, not betting properly. Stay away from stuff like that. Don't do that. I bet a lot of games. You have money management. You can't just think if this game wins, I can bet the next game. No. And that goes into like some line moves, right? Betting ahead of time. It's good, bad. Talk about closing line. I win on closing lines. I lose on closing lines. And sometimes I get a good number. It is what it is. A win's a win, right? I mean, if I like the game, what am I going to do? So there's a few line moves today we saw in college basketball. FAU went from a 17 down to a 15. Northwestern 6 to an 8. Again, two dogs I kind of liked. FIU, the line went down. DePaul, a game I thought about betting, went the other way. I was kind of thinking Ohio State today. Went from a pick to now +3. Georgia Southern, this is when I was looking at Georgia Southern. I'm like, it's 2, went to 4. Maybe I'm wrong in that. Again, didn't bet it. This one, I thought about betting Rice against Northwestern State. It was 6.5, went to 4.5. Obviously, I was leaning towards the dog there. But, it's one of those things where I understand everybody wants the best line. Why wouldn't you want the best line? Are you always going to get it? No. Do you try? Yeah. That's why you write down your bets. See how you do. I tell people like, oh, I want to do this. Well, if you think something, or if you think the way you handicap a game, whatever sport, or you're following a trend, write it down for a week. Are you disciplined enough not to bet for a week to get, to see if your numbers are good? You know what I'm saying? Like, part of discipline to betting is not betting, right? It's Monday Night Football. Do you got to bet the Monday Night Football game? Do you got to bet Sunday night? You got to bet the TNT game? You got to bet every single bowl game? That's part of discipline. Part of disciplines. All right. So on to some bowl action here. We'll go over the bowls for today real fast, and I'll tell you what I got going on here. So where is my little bowl list? Underway. Here we go. So I got bowls all over the place. All right. So again, Louisville, I got rolling here as my first pick of the day. So Las Vegas Bowl, Florida, Oregon State. We have a opener that went to 3.5, shot up to a 10.5, now back down to an 8. Opt-outs on Florida, right? Quarterback's going pro, backup quarterback. I still lean kind of Oregon State here. I mean, we have the under in the chat. You got a backup quarterback for Florida. A lot of opt-outs overall. Oregon State, people see like, well, are they motivated to play a bad Florida team, a 6-6 SEC team? I think yeah. I mean, Oregon State, you're 9-3. 10 wins are big for a program that's not. This isn't Oregon, who's been in the playoffs before. This is a team on a rise per se, right? I mean, 10 wins for them is big. You beat Florida, still a name brand, still SEC. I would still lean even at the 8 here. Lean a little Oregon State, but under here for the chat 53. Jimmy Kimmey Bowl, the Jimmy Kimmey LA Bowl, I should say. That goes at 3:30 today. I'm going to say I have a best bet on this one, so there'll be a no comment from me on that. Go get it. I put the $39 deal in there. I'm selling a game for $39. Get a whole week place for $39. So make the smart money move here. All right, Lending Tree Bowl between Rice and Southern Miss. We have it posted here. Southern Miss minus 6.5. I kind of like the under as well, 45.5. Rice used 3 backup quarterbacks of late, 5-7 on the year, but they're just 2-7 down the stretch. So you lose your starting quarterback, bad things happen. Do you look at it as, well, they're happy to be here. They're going to be pumped. They got 5 wins. Again, it's a Southern Miss. Is that a great program? No. They should just beat Rice. Rice is not good with the backup quarterback, so that's why we have that game rolling here. So the Frisco Bowl, I do have a play on this one there. So that will be that in our bowl chat. And here we go. We'll go into the comments section as we get to the 12:25 mark. So we covered a bunch of stuff. It is what it is. I didn't even go into my little NBA rant that I was going to do about, because I know people are going to talk about NBA today. 97 college basketball games. We'll go worry about NBA. And let's be honest. Let's talk, NBA real fast. Yesterday, how many people had Boston minus 13? How'd that work out for you? I know somebody's like, oh, Boston first quarter, first half. Yeah, outright every quarter, the whole game. Cavaliers couldn't cover. Down the whole game, needed a late rally to get a win. Lakers outright over a good Denver team. On the ice, Minnesota got done minus almost $5. But how about Calgary and the Islanders? How'd that work out? Taking those big faves. You don't see any hockey or NBA for me today. Not gonna get it. No, thank you. No, thank you. Yo, good morning. How's the pork roll? It's good. They have Taylor ham here, baby. They got it. I get it. I got it. You know what? They have the Taylor ham. They don't have it like pre-sliced in a box, so I got to buy it and slice it myself, or sometimes I give it to the deli counter to cut. I'm probably going to have to just get a meat slicer, honestly. Shannon's in the house. Good morning, Shannon. How are you? I've seen a bit. Here we go. Daily Best Bets, Team Money in the house. How are you, my friend? Got the Bills, Browns took over 47 in the Colts and Vikings game. So I got plays on those 2 games. The over in the Colts, I'm against it. I like the under in that game. Give me the under. Give me the under in that Colts game. 47 just seems a lot. The line has come down. Colts play defense. The Vikings are an underachieving bunch. 24-20, going to be a shocker in this one. I just don't see the Colts really getting more than 24 points. I think there's a chatter who gave our Brooklyn and said Toronto's trash, but I'm just kidding. Toronto will be okay when they get healthy. Yeah, listen, Toronto at home. Hold on a second, Team Money. I'm pretty sure Kyrie hit a shot with no time on the clock for the win. Let's not get carried away here like the Nets had some huge blowout win on their hand. Game-winning shots. It's a coin flip. That's why the line was a pick 'em or a 1. Let's take it easy there, fella. Take it easy. I bet Louisville -2. They should around today. Yeah, I got Louisville. And this was a weird one. I kept looking at it. I talked about this in Midday Money with the line. I was like, this game's a pick 'em. I don't understand. Both coaches are gone. The Louisville coach goes to Cincinnati. And my take on this was simply that Cincinnati coach bails on him. Okay, the Louisville coach leaves to go to the other team, but at least the players are kind of like, you know what? Like basically like, screw you, bro. You're gonna leave us. We're gonna show you what kind of team you're walking into, and we're gonna beat them. That was my cap on this. And again, I bet games way out, right? The lines, if you brought my package, I had games up. I mean, we have my moves on bowl games from what I bet to how they moved. Well, it is what it is because, I said, let's take Utah. They're a pick 'em. They're -3. We have, Florida State -2. It's whatever now, 8 or 9. I bet ahead thinking this is how I do. Like, look at lines, bet an NFL ahead. How I look at 69% on set. Not too bad. Well, the thing is, Team Money, people, they see numbers. Well, that's not that good. They think 54, 55% is not that good. I bet a whole lot of college basketball games. I'm going to hit 55% on 1,000 games. Go for it. I want to see people who do it. I've done it. NFL for a decade plus, 55, 56%. That's an amazing clip. But people are fooled by TikTok or IG or Twitter. These people come out and be like, oh, look at this. All right, well, look at that. Who are you? I mean, people, not you in particular, Team Money, but just that new people think it's a. Let's talk to Ross Benjamin about this, and they think you're gonna like get rich or retire making a betting $100 a day or whatever. Like I said this the other day, I feel bad. Somebody buys my package, and NFL last week I go 4-4. Listen, it's not crushing us. It's not a winning day. It is what it is. But they assume me or anybody else. You see somebody's numbers. Wow, this person's really good. Well, yeah, I'm not 98 and 56 in one day of NFL. Like I'm not 65 in one. That's over a course of a season, and you got to kind of be steady. It is what it is with betting. People do not understand that. I like the Colts under. Almost took it. Says Team Money. Bama -1.5. And Baltimore, they like it. So you like Bama over Gonzaga. I almost just had a pick of just the marquee kind of big names, right? Because everybody's going on all the big name schools who you like in those games. I do like Bama today. I did bet Bama minus a 110 when it opened. Hit the like button. It's not that hard to do. It costs you nothing to hit the like button. It's kind of like just going to the channel and following me on one of the now podcast channels. Thoughts Tennessee and Arizona want to grab the 3.5 with the Vols. I actually liked Arizona. There was a 2.5 last night. And I thought about it. I'm like, I wonder if people are going to bet the Volunteers here or jump on Arizona. I had Arizona last year in Tennessee. It was a loser. I want to take Arizona here. Almost grabbed Arizona. It made my almost list of games. Here's my almost list. Here's my almost. Providence, San Jose, Northwestern State versus Rice, Toledo, Arizona, UCLA, Stetson, North Texas, Florida State. There you go. Markel's in the house. Welcome. I reload here, lay the cash out and go back. Reloading, you always leave something there. Take the money out. You want to leave money in there to be able to do things. But you don't want to keep reloading. And that's what people do, especially with live bet. You're like, oh, I'm going to bet my $5, $10, $50, $5,000, whatever your bet is on the game. And then you jump into in-game. And you're just a $100 bet. You're in-gaming it, turned into an $800 bet. What happens? Stop doing that. Bet it and forget it. I say this all the time. I'm not sitting watching. All right, bowl games. I might sit around and watch some bowl games. I don't know. I think my wife wants to make cookies or something. My daughter. I don't know what's going on. We got family coming this week. Will I sit around and live bet bowl games? No, I think my bowl games are going to win. And if there's something, maybe I'm not a huge like that. You can't do that. Look at lines are full of value. Yeah, if you think a number is going to move, and this is why I bet NFL the way I do. We'll talk about the Cowboy game, right? It was 6.5 opener, and I'm thinking, and I said on the show, look at lines. Take Dallas now because you think they beat. I thought they'd beat the Texans, but I thought it'd be like a 34-13 kind of game. And I also said, well, are we shocked if this game's going to be close to 8 Dallas plays? Not really. I thought Tennessee would beat Jacksonville. I thought that line would go up to 7.5, right? Jacksonville gets beat up by Tennessee. Dallas puts up their usual. The perception is Dallas is good. They're a fan favorite team anyway. People like to bet them. Well, now the line's down. Dallas looked bad. Jacksonville looks good. It is what it is. Team looks bad one week. Hello, Minnesota Vikings. You look terrible versus Dallas. Nobody wants to bet you they take the New England Patriots on Thanksgiving. It is what it is. Bet and forget it. It's be my trademark. It is. I mean, like I do the shirts, right? I should have the old we having fun, we making money. Or the old the old windshield. Rear view mirror tiny, windshield the whole front of the car, Markel. What are people doing? Are you having fun, you're making money. You're not gonna retire coming in and sporadically betting games. That's not what it is. It is a freaking grind. I try to tell people this. I was telling somebody last night on Twitter. I'm not going to throw names out there. He knows who you are. Like, good luck. Good luck trying to make money, not getting limited, not getting booted out, getting action down all over the place, getting paid. It is tough. Discipline. It is. It's tough. I almost bet Oregon State today. I almost betted. You almost betted them. I still kind of like him at this number. You got a backup quarterback. I know the kid's is a good transfer, right? Okay. Still, he hasn't thrown any passes. Give me the under. Give me the under there. It's come down from a 50. What did this open at? I don't have that one in front of me. Do I have it in front of me? Here we go. Nope. I just have the opening 3.5 to 10.5 down to 8. I didn't write the total down. I think went from 56 to 53. Dave, how are you today? I like the Vikings first half and the Bills. Yeah, this Viking game is interesting here. Again, this was when we talked about look headlines. It was 5.5. I'm like, man, can I get 6 with the Colts? No, it's down to 3.5. I don't know why we're grabbing. What are we running to on Minnesota? But is it a spot now, much like we saw the Bills when they came down from like a 6 to like a 3 against New England that other night? And I think the Bills won that one, but the Eagles as well. I think against Tennessee went from a 7 down to a 4, and they ended up rolling. How does this line come down? Colts on a bye week. They get no thank you for me. It's a no thank you. Lane, welcome. Good to see you. I'm sad I didn't take the money line for Orlando. They had so many people out. The Orlando Magic yesterday. Yeah, as I mentioned, that was a spot. An NBA. This is, I mean, 13-point dogs winning by 8 against Boston. Who's? I'm sure people got crushed on Boston, and I see it on Twitter. Like, I can't believe it. And then here comes that. Oh, it's fixed. The NBA's fixed. Or you gonna say that crap? So stop it. Stop your nonsense. Questionable calls are always there. We joke about it. Please, folks, I've been betting before you were born. Some of you cats out here. I'm 48. I've been betting since the 90s. How many times have I said, "Oh, here they go, halftime. We're gonna make the call. Let's open up the script book here in the NFL and field goals." I get it. It's a joke, but please stop. Just stop. It's just so you see that stuff. It's fixed. Michael hit the like button. Thank you. Arizona plus $300 with a gift in hockey. See, I said that. I said $3. I said they're playing in a high school gym. Yeah. Again, I didn't bet those hockey games. And I think the other day in chat, I had 5, all those $2 dogs. Yesterday, I would have went 2-1, and it would have been a 4-1 day, taking those big dogs. And again, for hockey on the year, we're down a little bit. NBA up a little bit. I'm not running to bet that kind of stuff. I don't have to. Not when I'm making money hand over fist in NBA. In college basketball and NFL. Bucks first half, Florida plus 7 in Fresno. All right. The Buck game, I'm going to say, is just a flat-out loser. They're going to lose. I mean, this is like the Celtics all over USA. I mean, this line's 6.5 down to 4.5. Yeah, Utah outright. Florida's down to 7 now, huh? That's an interesting move, Dave. Again, I got no thought on that one. And the LA Bowl there, Washington and Fresno is my best bet. Go buy the best bet. It's $39, although you could use the it's in the description. $39 for a week. What are you doing? $39 for a week. I'm paying $39 for a 3-pack. And this I don't understand. I talk about money management. I joke about, no one wants us to like buy a package for $9. That's fine. Even when I put the promo out there it comes out to $29 or $31. Baseball. Oh, it went 3-3. We only won $17. You're not stepping over. I say so. Nobody's stepping over $5 on the street. Right? Like, you I don't understand, right? No one's stepping over a dollar bill in the street, but yet they won't buy a weekly pass for 39, but they'll buy a daily one pick for 34. Not a week where you're going to get today. You would have got 16 college basketball, whatever, 5 college football, 3 NFL, NFL for tomorrow, another 7-pack. We got bowl games Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Nah, I'd rather just spend it on one game. Sports betting is more than a day. It's more than one game. Fiorano's big faves. Yeah, I mean, I could have had him. I didn't. I just rather pass. I once you can get this is mindset, Marcos. If you could get past and give a pass, say, you know what, I'll leave a loser, I'll leave a winner out there. If you could say, okay, if I leave a winner, fine, and not turn into like, well, if I would have bet it, I would have been up this, or if instead of X amount, if I would have bet this amount, I would be up more money instead of this money. You got to change your thinking. Hardest part about it. Seeing Hall in the under, I thought I like Providence. It was on my almost list. Providence line looks a little low to me. Give me the Friars, 2.5. Brooklyn game. Oh, you think hitting a shot at the buzzer to win by 1 or whatever the line was? Yeah, it's a tough game. I mean, I like Toronto at home. Toronto home's a tough team, and the Nets. I'm a net guy. I go back to the Drazen Petrovic days. Derek Coleman, Kenny Anderson, Keith Van Horn, Chris Morris, Kenyon Martin, Kerry Kittles, Jason Kidd, even. UC Davis EW, Bradley, Arkansas. I bet UC Davis today +2. And I kind of like Bradley plus the 10.5 there, whatever again. But again, Davis, I bet. Bradley was a thought about. Bama and Gonzaga game. I was checking my sample. I'm trying to see so much money on the Zags team that this game's being played. State of Alabama. I would still take Alabama here. Alabama's pretty athletic. I like Alabama. I think again, that game was a 1, and it's moved. I mean, I got him. Hoping I had to pick them. Illinois State, Ball State, Toledo, Marshall. The Toledo game almost made it for me. Almost made Toledo a play. They're on the back. I waved the sheet. Toledo. Toledo. Thought about it. Nearly bet it. Illinois State and Ball State. Where's this on the board here? I got to find it. Give me a second. I don't have 97 games memorized in order. So, all right. Ball State was a 4. Is it still a 4? I mean, I got this at like a 3, so it's a no play for me there. Ricardo, what do we got here? Miami Buffalo game under. What are your thoughts? Thank you. I bet the under 44.5 myself in this game. I know everybody's talking about, oh, it's a snow, it's blizzard. I don't care about that. Give me the under. I was on the under anyway because I think Miami's offense is in trouble. Not a big fan. Cornell and the Cuse, Ohio State, NC. So Ohio State, NC, off the bat, I was like, you know what? I kind of like Ohio State here. Line has totally moved to NC here. The Heels are not a 3-point fave. So that's a no play for me. And Cornell and the Cuse. Cuse are what, 9.5-point faves here? I think Cuse is playing a little better ball. You want to take, not a big fan of laying double digits there. Would maybe lean to the Cuse. Markel, anything over 50%? That's saying, well, you need 52.5 to start making money. College football for me on the year, I'm right at 52%. I'm down a couple bucks. You get over that, and you're 54, 55%, and you're betting a lot of games, you're going to make money. Houston, Virginia, any thoughts on under? I like Houston any under, Marcos. It's right here in the chat. There we go. Houston under. Bucks, nope. No, take the Jazz, Tariq. That line, fishy. Open at 6, comes down. Give me the Jazz. Give me the Jazz. A little Stockton to Malone action. What do you think about this odds jam dude making 400? Who's that? I don't even know what that is, Dave. Don't even know who it is. No clue. Moorhead Mercer, DePaul Northwestern. I like DePaul. But I don't like that the line moved. Again, this was an almost play, but the line move here from a 6, where'd it go? 6 to an 8? Not loving that. They were 6-point dog went to 8. I mean, should I still kind of like them since it went up? I don't know. I got 14 games. I don't have to force a game. And this is going back to my little rant about people like, oh well, I want to see how I do before I put out more games and sell more picks. Can't do that. You can't do that. If I lose my first 5 games, I'm not forcing 5 more to make up for those. Moorhead Mercer. Where is this on the board here? All right. Mercer -7. I got this right at 7. I mean, do you want to lean to a little dog here on this? Maybe hold on. Let me pull it up. See if they're. So when days like this, when there's 100 basketball games, I look at the lines and when I kind of have the lines, and I go right through them. See what jumps out for me. We talk about huge faves. I kind of just bypass. Although today we got some marquee matchups, so we don't have your Kentuckys and Kansases and et cetera laying 29, 30s. But those games I kind of just bypass. This one here, you know what? I probably, again, I lean a little Moorhead, although I don't have a huge edge to them here at 7, but that's where I'm going, just the way Mercer said played lately. You drop 3 or 4. I'll gladly take 7 points. Why are you favored here? So lean Moorhead, and again, lean. The poll was thought about a play, but the line move, no thank you. And I talk about writing things down for yourself. And listen, do I do this every day when I see stuff that's like, no. I mean, sometimes I'll go back and look, say, oh, it went this way. Like, who's moving this line 2 points? Is this the public just coming in betting Northwestern? I don't think so. I think it's more of sharp kind of money. That's why I kind of try to stay away from your UCLA, Kentucky. Although I like UCLA today. I do like Indiana today. The more your marquee kind of stuff I see moves like this, I would more likely fade those moves and say, oh, I don't care. It went from Duke goes from 3 to 7. I'll be like, you know what? I'll go the other way because that's the public betting it up. This kind of game here, I don't think the public's coming out bet Northwestern. That's the sharper money got on that. I do like the Paul's little team though. Feel like Miami's gonna get smacked. Well, I mean, they played in Miami. The Bills put up 500 yards on them. I mean, listen, Josh Allen, guys been making some mistakes, and the Bill and Miami, San Fran, Chargers, home for 2 days, Buffalo in a blizzard. That's just bad travel. That's just a bad spot for them. And the Bills need a good win. Add in a little revenge factor here. Try to keep up. Try to keep up with KC and Cincinnati. Get a win here. Trevor says go Bills. Southern Utah -9 versus Northern Arizona. I sort of, flip this on the back here. Did I say an under on this one? Or my little, I think I kind of like the under in this game. Or maybe it was an over. I got to find it. Man, you're killing me with this. Where is this game? I know. Here we go. This was 150. So it's 8. So it was an 8.5 last night. It's gone up to a 9 now, huh? I don't know. Maybe this is an over now at 150. Not for me. Didn't make my cut. And again, Marcos, I say this not just to you, a lot of folks. When you jump into these games, especially a Big Sky kind of game, what drew you to this game? Like, who do you like in this game? I want to know your thought process on this game. I'd rather eat cow crap than bet on the NBA. Yeah, NBA is terrible. Minnesota -3.5 looks a little low to me, Brendan. Kind of like the Colts there. Kind of like the Colts. Why is that 3? Why did it come down? Why is this line coming down? Have we seen it? We've seen the Colts play this year, right? With a broadcaster on the sideline. They beat the Raiders. Let's be honest. The Raiders are crap. They're firing their head coach. Daniels is going to go back to New England, take over the OC duties. Belichick retire. Then he'll be the head coach in 2 years. I 3.5 here. It's the Colts or nothing for me. Colts. I'd go Colts money line and the under just because. Hey, if Minnesota wins, fine. But why does this line come down 2 points? Cavs -4 in the NBA. Off Dallas off a huge win. Cavs off a loss. I would lean to the Cavs here. Yes, I think I wrote Cavs down for my NBA today. So my little NBA thoughts, Tarek. It was the Heat. I said, let's take the. I didn't say it. I'm saying it now. I would lean to the Spurs here +7.5. The Heat with their whole ridiculous injury report crap. I lean Spurs 7.5. Dallas off the blowout. Cleveland off the loss. I'd lean Cleveland here. Dallas 3-9 on the road. Give me the Cavaliers. Sell at home. Portland got crushed. Now they're 4. Houston, but Houston's been playing good. And I think our guy Brad, I don't have my linguist with me. Tim is out today. I think we lean Houston there. And the Jazz, 6.5 now 4. Gotta lean to the Jazz. Virginia moneyline college basketball. If you're gonna take Virginia, you take a moneyline. Absolutely. What are you doing? I'm gonna take Virginia. Hopefully they lose by 2 or 1. Take a moneyline. Take them on a moneyline, sure. Sam Houston State. I like a little Sam Houston State versus Texas State today. But Texas State's not a bad club though. Not a bad. I thought about. I looked at that and I was torn because I do like Sam Houston, but did not bet it. St. John's, Florida State. I like Florida State. I like Florida State today. That's why. I mean, I'm a St. John's guy. Right? I go back. Forget Mullen and Walter Berry was a little bit. I was just 11, 12. I'm more Malik Sealy, Boo Harvey, Zendon Hamilton area in the 90s. I'm a Johnny's guy, but I like the Florida State team. I know they've been crap. I still like them. Townsend minus the points. Yeah, I bet Townsend -6.5. Miz. Problem is Vikings have one game all year by more than one score. Yeah, they beat a Patriots team that's still trying to find itself. They do play tight games. That's why the lines come down. If they win by 3, you're still a loser. So to me, it's Colts or nothing here. Just give me the under. Again, we don't have to bet a game because it's Saturday NFL. I know people want to bet a game, but that's why tomorrow people are going to get up and maybe go to work on a Sunday or go to work on a Monday because they're just going to bet a game to bet it because it's on TV. All right. A lot of games on TV. 1996, there weren't a lot of games on TV. 1996, it was easy betting. I could say, oh, this game's ESPN. You had Big Monday 3. I just go dog in a late game. Favorite early, dog late. You go 2-1 and just taking dogs on ESPN back in the day. Thursday night late, they'd have a late whack game on Thursday. I remember when Thursday night first started coming on football. Had some late whack game. Just bet the over 63, which was a monster number back then in the 60s. Anything in the 59, 60 was huge. Not like the 70s today. Just a different game. I mean, you guys have no idea. Have to call 1-800. Tell me. Hi, sports, college football. Try to get scores. CNN headline news. You have to wait for the ticker to come, and then it go to commercial, and then you have to wait and it kick back to the beginning and sit there like a moron because there was no. Oh man, you guys spoiled rotten kids today. You darn little kids, you don't know. Texas Tech 17.5. I don't like Texas Tech minus 17.5. Who are they playing? I looked at this game. I think I put a circle on it against Jackson State. This line opened at 19. It came down. I should have took the 19. There. No, Markel, stop. Lipscomb money line sprinkle. Who's Lipsy got today? I mean, you're killing me, Markel. You've only been here for 2 years. You can't help me out by put both teams or a number so I could find it on my board. Oh boy. Well, here we go. Lipscomb, who they got? They play Michigan? Or am I backwards on these things? No, they got. Right? Is that correct? Or am I backwards looking at my thing? I could very well be backwards, but yeah, Lipscomb got Michigan. This one I don't mind. You want to take a little shot there? I'm not that high in Michigan this year. Oh my goodness, look who it is. Look who shows up. Our favorite Canadian has not been seen in quite a while, Mr. Nika. How have you been? Ohio State overrated this year. In college basketball, I think they're a little overrated. They're a little overrated in college football as well. Well, the line went from pick to 3. How are the Pelicans number 1 team in the West, a 3.5-point dog to the Suns? Yeah, that's why you take the Suns. I'm sure Bill take the Pelicans, though. Canes, what do you got for me here? Vikings, Bills today. Your thoughts? Marco has the detonators. Marco has the detonators. Little diehard. uh, so Viking game, I'm going to lean to the Colts. I got the under. I got the under in both of these games in the chat. Sidewise, I'd say Colts money line. In the Bills game, I said I'll look headlines. I like the Bills at 6.5. I know it's moved up a little bit, but I don't care. I took Northwestern State money line. There you go. I like it, team money. Feel like Colts a backdoor cover day. Well, at 3.5, you're going to need a. I mean, at that point, you're thinking they're up by 10, and they're coming in with a late score. Right? I mean, I'm thinking it's going to be a close game throughout. So, I don't know. You have, and I like the Vikings. I do. I like the offense. I thought getting rid, and I like Zim. I like Zim as a coach, defensive guy. It was just, I thought they'd win. We could go back to a preview show. I'm pretty much said, let's take the Vikings to win the North here, or yeah. I just look at this line, and it's baffling to me to come down because the Colt team has looked terrible, and I'm a guy who's come in here and said, "Hey, the Colts have beaten the Chiefs. They still play defense. You got guys back, right? You got Taylor's back. The offensive line, it's got to play better than it has at the beginning of the year." Mavs are not. Luke is out, huh? Bills minus 7.5. Diggs anytime touchdown. I'm not gonna say no. I don't know what this is. Hello. Appreciate the feedback. Listen, the show is not a show unless I have people in the chat. I know, and when like B-Leave reached out, like, hey, we want you to do a show. I said, I don't know if you know what kind of show I do. It's not like I have a guest show and come on and we talk stuff. It's my picks, and then we're into chat. It's like talk radio back in the day. Like, come in, hey, what do you think about this? But I appreciate you coming in. Without an audience, it's a short show. Other days, we got a lot of people in here, and we roll on. But I love coming in and chatting with the folks. Dallas, opinion on UConn money line here against Butler. They're an 8.5-point favorite. How can you come in and say this to me, Darryl? You've been here long enough. We've gone over this. I can't tell you to take an 8.5, 9-point team on the money line. What? Hold on, let me pull this up here. I gotta pull that up to see what we got here. Was it like a $2, $3 in UConn? Where's this UConn game versus Butler? It's a night game, right? 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock game tonight. Yeah, minus 365. 365 at Will Hill. I don't like laying a 140 in baseball. UNLV spread versus San Fran. I kind of lean a little San Fran. I know UNLV is undefeated. No, thank you. Florida Atlantic minus 70. I like FIU. I like the dog. Michigan. We talked about Lipscomb. I'm on the other side of that. Southern Utah versus Northern Arizona. I kind of like the over there. We do like the Cavaliers there, even before the Maverick news. We still like the Cavs. Bills at home, sure. Colts, sure. Oregon State. I don't mind even Oregon State at 8. I got a backup quarterback. This would be a game. You want to jump into some in-game stuff? This would be the game I watch. Does Florida offense? You're 6-6, Florida. Napier was good at Louisiana or Lafayette, whatever it was, ULL. I mean, the guy could come up with some offense. And they're, I mean, I can't believe the kid's going pro. I must have missed something. All right, go pro. Let's get paid. I understand. That guy thought maybe get more paid in college than he does in the NFL. This is a game here, Oregon State, Florida. I would look to do an in-game on. And Fresno State over the total versus Washington State here. Jimmy Kimmel Bowl. What's that total? I guess, I mean, we go a little over there. You want to go over? I got, I don't know. That one, I have a best bet on the side in that game. I don't have a total play. This was a Planet Hollywood, Las Vegas Bowl fever. There you go. I think Allie Burns will be at the Las Vegas Bowl today, Desmond. Ravens game under. I like the over. That game to me is excuse me, my phone just clicked over there, is a spot where, why do I think, Watson got 3 games under his belt. Ravens, okay, backup quarterback. You're off play Steelers always kind of a tough game. I just think I see points in this game. Right, 24-20. I think this is an over. We got it right here in the chat. You see it in the chat. We got the over. Pelicans game over. No opinion on basketball totals. UConn. I do like that Husky team. They're good. Do I want to lay 7.5 on the road though? I don't know about that. And I don't like Miami. So late to the show, people, if you haven't, this is obviously more for the live chat people than the people watching the podcast. We give us that 2 minutes into the show. Townsend, Houston under, NC Central, Tulane, Stephen F. Austin, college football, Florida under, Southern Miss, and under Colts, over Browns, under Bills today. Bama line just went to even money, jumping on Bama money line, although I'm going to check for the injury. Well, I mean, that's going to go, if it goes from 1 to a pick 'em, you're taking a shot on, Gonzaga's a good team still. You're on a neutral, 2 good teams. Who do you think's going to win? It's like the Nets Toronto last night. I mean, you got games. I think, UCLA, Kentucky. Well, I think UCLA is like a 2-point fave there. NFL today. Forgot all about NFL. There you go. Oh, my goodness, Desmond. Come on. How do you forget NFL? Markel's out of here. Have a good day, Markel. Where that could be a high-scoring game for a backdoor cover. So with the Viking game, right? He likes the backdoor. I mean, I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. So I don't think there'll be a backdoor. I mean, maybe it's 17-6 and they score late and go for 2. Butler at 8 against UConn. I like UConn. I think UConn's a good team, but I don't want to lay 7.5, 8 points though, Tyshawn. And the Billikens. I'm a Billikens guy. I like St. Louis. What is this? Let me pull up this game here. Obviously, I didn't jump on this one, but where's it at here? Against Drake. Yeah, because I like the Bulldogs too. I would maybe lean to the dog here, believe it or not. I'm getting points. I kind of like both clubs. I'd lean dog, not betting it. Again, these are 2 kind of mid-majors I like to bet on. So they're going head to head. I can't choose. It's like asking me who my favorite kid is. Although I tell each one they're my favorite. It's easy when you have a son. Say, you're my favorite son, you're my favorite daughter. Backdoor UConn cover. Possibly. You know what? I like UConn, but you're laying 7.5, 8 points on the road. And I say this daily. You're getting 7, 8 points. Might as well be a 10-point game. You got to get up a little bit, unless it's it's a total blowout. You're in a 7, 8 point game. They hit a 3. They're close. They're going to foul. It's coming down. So I look at a 7.5, 8. It's a 10. So is UConn going to be up 15 the whole game to cover this? I don't know. I don't think so. Again, my way's not the right way. That's the way I handicap them. I mean, this year it's working out. We're having a nice college basketball season. We're 30 games over 500. That's pretty darn good. All right, that's it. We're gonna roll out of here on a Saturday. I'll be back tomorrow, though. I was gonna go to the KC Texans game, but my daughter wanted to go. She's apparently a Kansas City Chief fan now. She liked the Bills last year. What kind of kid I'm raising? Don't ask me. I'll be back tomorrow, and we got look headlines. So I hope to see everybody on a Sunday. Good luck today. Again, you don't have to bet every bowl game. You don't have to bet every NFL game. You sure as heck don't have to bet 95 college basketball games. So All right, we're out of here. Good luck, everybody. Bye bye. Well, we got